I'm not trying to debate, I'm trying to,
No multiple opportunities where I, give you to conform your conduct to the rules of decorum.
well, then
courtesy.
just hold me in
You-
contempt then, Your Honor.
You are
Hold me in
hereby
contempt, cause I
advised
didn't even, I'm trying
that
to
if
seek
you
to understand.
start talking about subject matter jurisdiction or any of these other
It needs
issues,
to be addressed,
or
Your Honor.
in any way
We're not talking
interrupt
about subject matter
the
jurisdiction, we're
reading of
talking
the
about
jury instructions,
why my due process
I
has been
will
violated.
excuse the jury and you will be removed
Your
to
Honor,
the other courtroom.
We're talking about the 14th Amendment,
Right,
section
I'm
1.
taking a 5-minute break. We are.
Your
at
Honor, I
recess.
don't
When
agree
come
to
back
a
out, the
estoppel.
jury
I
will
don't agree to a estoppel. Your Honor. To the next courtroom. Hold me in contempt. Hold me in contempt. Hold me in contempt. Hold me in contempt. I have constitutional rights that are being trampled on, and you're coming up with ways to make a lawful law where it doesn't say in Illinois versus Allen anywhere about utilizing the mute
Records
button.
reflect that the jury bailiff is in here. However, the jury is still in the hallway. I'm gonna give Mr. Brooks one more opportunity to be respectful of the court's rulings, whether
Your Honor, under the First Amendment and under the Sixth Amendment.
Mr. Brooks, your rights do not include you disrupting these proceedings
I'm not,
the way
I'm
that
not
you have through
disrupting
the
the
course
proceedings.
of
You just told me
readings.
you don't have to honor my constitutional rights in so many words. You're using a mute button
Mr.
that's not
Brooks,
even
the
in your
jury is
decision.
outside this door. They're not brought in.
I'm informed that the jury, I'm
asking
informed
you
that the jury
to
is
be
outside the
respectful
door.
of their time.
They're not in the courtroom.
I'm
They're not
asking you to
present.
be respectful of the court's ruling.
They're
whether
not
you agree
present.
with
These
it
are
or
issues
not.
that need to be resolved before they're present.
Mr. Brooks, they will not be resolved to your satisfaction.
It's not about my satisfaction. It's about the Constitution. It's about what's right.
Are you going to?
Are you going to
follow
answer
the
questions
court's
as a public
ruling?
servant on why you're making up laws that are not in the Illinois versus Allen? It never utilized the mute button. It never said anything about a mute button.
It is clear
Why
that
am I
Mr.
being
Brooks has
vicious?
absolutely no intention of following the simple rules of decorum and courtesy. He has repeatedly talked over me. He's repeatedly interrupted. Even though I made rulings, he's not respectful of the fact that I made a ruling, even though he disagrees with it.
How can you
I
make
attempted to bring the jury out
How can you
and
utilize a mute
he
button?
continued to talk.
That's
So, Mr. Brooks, you
Your Honor,
forfeited your right to
is
be
that-
present for the state's
is that not,
closing argument.
Your
You
Honor,
will
can
be
you answer
taken
this
to
question?
the courtroom next
As a
door. I
public
will
servant.
invite you back over when it's time for
You
your
can't
closing
invite me
arguments.
back over. I can reclaim my right. So how can you invite me
All
to
right,
do
the
anything?
courtroom is to be cleared so that Mr. Brooks can be removed to the next courtroom, and I'll make appropriate findings when he's in the other
Yeah,
courtroom, when I can
and
do
you
so
mute me, which you
without,
can't lawfully do.
interruption.
You can't lawfully mute me. So now you're trampling over my first.
You were just listening in there from earlier this afternoon in that courtroom in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Certainly a lot of disruptions from Darrell Brooks, who is representing himself. We also heard closing arguments, and I want to take you out there live. This is a live look.
Thank you for the record. Can that be explained?
No, the jury will disregard the statements made by Mr. Brooks. They're not evidence. And the statement.
So this exhibit shouldn't be evidence then, because it
Mr.
didn't
Brooks, the
exist before
objections.
today.
Oh, you're real intelligent, buddy.
Your Honor, 2 minutes, 33 seconds.
I object to that. Why does the whole video need to be played? You set the foundation.
It's relevant. You questioned the officer about it. You
I
questioned.
question about. This, when did this video, when was this made a exhibit? Because I don't have it.
Objection, that's not a question for the witness, Your Honor.
That was the question, When
Sustained
was this
as the
video
form
made
of a
exhibit?
question.
When was this video made an exhibit? That is a question.
Object to the question directed at the witness, Your Honor. It's beyond the scope of his knowledge.
Well, he said he saw it.
But that's not the question asked. So you can rephrase your question. You want to.
Wait.
It's an evidence that's presented. Go ahead, Detective Casey, you can answer the question about when you have seen this video.
Shortly after this happened, the next day, is that right?
Yes,
And that's the description you gave to that officer?
yes. Say it for the record, can that be explained?
No, the jury will just. The question about when you have seen this video.
Tonight, in a spacious suite, everyone feels welcome. Tomorrow, the welcomes keep on coming. Whatever tomorrow holds, tonight has everything you need to get there. Tonight, La Quinta, tomorrow you triumph. Get the lowest price at LQ.com.
What was it like just being called to testify for Brooks' defense? Honestly, trying to hold back a lot of rage, a lot not to want to jump over the table. there any doubt in your mind that he's absolutely 100% guilty, but this DeLeo process that he's trying to do and pick apart scenes bit by bit and fraction by fraction is not going to help him whatsoever. Based on the questions that he asked.
Say it for the record, can that be explained?
No. The question about when you have seen this video. Thank you, sir. Please be seated. First thing I will ask you to do is to state your first and last names for the record and then spell each.
Kyle Edwards, KY.
Violated.
I'm not gonna address that right now. A good time to take our afternoon break. So we'll be, I need to address a couple things with the parties, but as far as the jurors are concerned, about 15 minutes for the afternoon break, give or take. All rise for the jurors, please.